So, do I go to parties? What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome to my channel. Welcome to today's video. Today I thought I would do a first semester update. In case you've been like living under a rock or haven't watched my recent videos, then you may not know that I am a freshman in college this year. Yeah, it's been kind of a roller coaster the last few months, but I kind of just wanted to sit down and talk about the good things, the bad things, the juicy things, everything in between of what my first semester of college has been like. So I even made like a whole outline for this video. Otherwise, I would just sit here and ramble for 30 minutes. Like, the camera hasn't even been rolling for 3 minutes and I'm already rambling, but I thought it would help to have kind of an outline of the things I wanted to talk about to make the most of this video, and hopefully it won't be too long. But grab your popcorn, grab a coffee, and let's chat. So I thought I would start at the beginning, which I feel like is a logical place to start for any story that you tell. So the first few weeks, I would say, were probably some of the most difficult weeks of my life. Like, not even being dramatic, just the whole transition, going from high school to college, from being homeschooled to attending a school, was just, it was hard. I don't know how else to explain it other than it was just hard. I didn't sleep. I was very stressed. So yeah, I kind of had a pretty rough start to the semester. A lot of work that I wasn't prepared for. Like, I thought that college would be a lot of work, obviously, but I just wasn't prepared for how much time I was going to have to spend just doing homework and sitting in class. I just wasn't prepared for it. Like, I mentally prepared myself as good as I could have, but there was no way to prepare myself for what college is really like. It was almost like just being tossed into an unfamiliar ocean and not knowing how to swim. I know that sounds really dramatic, but that's kind of what it felt like. I didn't know what to do. I wasn't organized. I had no idea how to budget my time wisely to get everything done. It was just kind of like go, 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 go all the time. And I was going to class, I was working, I was trying to get all this homework done. It was kind of a mess. And I didn't have anyone to relate to. A lot of my friends are either older or younger than me, so there's not really anyone that's like kind of in the same phase of life that I am, and that kind of makes it difficult to, it's nice to have someone who knows what you're going through and everything, but I didn't really have that. Like, obviously I have very good friends. I really do. My friends and my family were all very supportive of me, but it's just not the same as having someone who's like going through the exact same thing as you and someone you can relate to. So that kind of made the transition even harder. That was basically my first 2 weeks of college were just, it was so stressful and overwhelming. I didn't know what to do, what to think, what to feel. Like, it was just all so new and different for me than what I was used to. So I would say it took me a good month and a half to fully adjust to this new lifestyle that I have now. Obviously things have gotten a lot better. When I'm filming this, it's the beginning of December, so we only have a few more weeks left and I'm still going strong. We know if this video never makes it to the internet, then we know how the rest of the semester went, but I feel like I can make it through the next few weeks and be okay. But yeah, the whole transition just took a very long time to get used to, and everything. So I would say that was probably the most difficult time, was the beginning of the semester. So fast forward to now, things are a lot different. Obviously, I've gotten better. I'm still tired and stressed all the time, but I don't think that's ever going to stop. I've just learned how to manage myself a lot better, and I'm very organized now that I kind of have an idea of how long it takes me to do my homework. A lot of people have asked me how much time I spend on homework, and I honestly don't have a good answer for that because my life is so all over the place. Like, I'll go to class and I'll be at work and I just do homework in between those things. So I would say I probably have a good 10 to 12 hours worth of homework per week on average. Sometimes I have more and sometimes I have less, so it really just depends. But yeah, college homework is no joke, folks. Like, it's real and it's hard. But now I've gotten a lot more organized. I have my planner. I do want to do another video that goes more in depth to how I plan out my week and I budget my time so I have time for everything that I need to get done. So that'll be in another video. But I have a planner that I use. I make out a to-do list every night. The night before, I always make out a to-do list and write down what I need to do in order to get each assignment done on time. I'm not cramming all at once. So I break down each assignment into little parts so I'm not overwhelmed and stressed out at once. Another thing, you will not catch me at 11 p.m. doing my homework that is due at 11:59. That is 100% not me. Like, no. I have very strict rules for myself when it comes to getting homework done on time. So I've never submitted an assignment late, and I never intend to. You will not catch me at 3 in the morning doing homework. Never. So by now, I've gotten used to the workload and how much work it is. Like I said, I'm still tired and stressed out all the time, and that's never going to stop. But it's a lot. I can more mentally prepare myself each week, if that makes sense. And, you know, just staying organized has helped me to get everything done on time. So I've kind of figured out that portion of it. I've gotten to know a lot of my professors, which is something that I think most college students don't do or don't have the opportunity to do. I think that's one benefit of going to a community college like I do, where the classes are pretty small. So I've gotten to know most of my professors, and I got pretty lucky this semester. I have pretty good teachers. So I think it just really helps to know them, and I've learned to ask questions when I need help or if I don't know something. I will ask them, and I think that just makes the college experience so much better if you have a bond with your professors or teachers. So I think that has really helped me. I have met a few people, no one that I'm like absolutely best friends with or anything, but it's just nice to see familiar faces that you can say hi to in the hallway and stuff like that. I do want to make it a goal next semester. And I kind of did this semester too, but at least get one person's name and number, so that way you have someone to contact if you have a question about an assignment and you don't want to ask the professor. I've done that with a few people this semester, and it has really helped me just to stay on top of things. I have one professor that doesn't like us to contact him outside of class, which is honestly really weird to me because he's a communications professor, but he doesn't want his students to communicate with him. So that's a little weird, but it's just nice to have someone that you can ask if you don't want to ask the teacher, or if you need help with something. that's always nice. So I do have a couple of those people. My social life's honestly kind of boring. I will get to that in a second, but I think that's made things a lot better. Just meeting some people, that's really helped me to transition and everything. So yeah, I know a lot of people in college, you either go one way or you go the other way. That's all I'm gonna say. There are two ways you can go in college, and luckily I'm on the better path. Even though, like I said, my social life honestly really sucks right now. But to be honest, I don't have a lot of free time to just hang out with people, I guess. Like I said, my life now is spent going to work, doing homework, and going to class, and by the time I do all of those things, I'm usually pretty tired, so I don't really want to be around people that much, if that makes sense. But yeah, like I said, I have met a few people though, just people that I can say hi to in class and stuff, so that's nice. This is going to sound really stereotypical, and I'm not trying to stereotype at all, but I don't know how else to get this point across. But people in college are completely different from people in high school. I don't know what it is or what changes between May when we graduated and September when we're in college, but there's just like college people have such a different vibe. I don't know how else to describe it. Like, okay, for an example, like, there is not hardly any drama in college. Well, I mean, there is, but it's not like drama in high school. Like, there's not, like, people whispering in the hallways or, like, making out in the corners. Like, there's none of that. It's just, everyone in college kind of just minds their own business, which is honestly, like, really great. Like, we go to class, and we leave. I'm sure that's obviously different at universities and for people who live on campus, but that's just been my experience so far, is that everyone's kind of like in their own world, just trying to make it through the semester, which is what my goal has been. So there's really not a lot of drama, which is really nice. I'd say like 99% of the people I've met in college are super nice. Like I said, I have people that I'm not like super close with, but I can talk to them in the hallway, and stuff like that. So generally the people are nice. Yeah, I really don't have that much of a social life. So I don't know if I've talked about this on my channel before, but basically I have a gap scholarship with my community college, which basically the city where I live will cover any tuition that is not covered by federal student aid, so still apply to FAFSA and everything, but the city will cover anything that's left after that. So basically I'm not paying for tuition at all. I am very fortunate to be one of these students. It's a program that's been growing, and it's one of the only it's one of the only 5 gap scholarships in the country, I believe. I'm gonna edit that if I get it wrong, but it's one of the only gap scholarships in the country, so I am very fortunate to be one of the students who gets that scholarship. There are a lot of other students at my school who are also doing it, and it's a very good program. Like going to college for free. Every time I tell someone that, they're always like, wow, I wish I got to go to college for free and save on all the student debt. But I am very lucky to get to do that, and there are 150 of us, I believe, of students with this gap scholarship fund. That has honestly been a huge lifesaver to me and to other people. But I would say the biggest downside is that other people don't try as hard as they could because they are going to school for free. I've observed a lot of people who are lazy and unmotivated, and this is definitely not true for everyone at school. I am not like calling anyone out. This has just been what I've observed, and it's part of the reason why I don't really have any close friends. Is I don't want to associate myself with people who aren't trying as hard as they can to reach their goals. Like, I am in school to get a degree, to get my dream job. That is what I am here for, and I will do almost anything to get to that goal. I think that college education in general is just so important, but that's a whole other argument, a whole other video. And school has always been something that's super important to me. Like I said, I spend so much time each week on homework. I always try my hardest on everything that I do. I don't submit any half work that I'm not proud of. That's just not me. And I know there are a lot of people in my school that don't even put in half assignments. They just don't do it, or they don't care enough. I feel like they're only in college because it's free, and I would have to say that's been like my biggest problem with college so far. And luckily I only have to go for one more year after this, and then hopefully I will be a junior by then. So hopefully like all the lazy and unmotivated people will already be out. But that's honestly the only reason why I don't have friends in college, is because no one cares. Like, they're just there because it's free college, and they don't even know what they're there for, if that makes sense. So that's my rant for this video. I didn't mean to get that much in depth to it, but out of all the things like that I talk about in this video, that's probably like my biggest pet peeve, is people who aren't motivated to achieve their goals. And that's just like, I don't want to be associated with them. I want people in my life who are going to motivate me and inspire me, and I just haven't found a lot of that at my school, and that's just that. Another thing that's been weird, it's not really a downside, but like just something that's a little different, is people who have different stories, which is like so great to me. Like, there are young single moms, and even adults in my classes that I've gotten to meet, and I've gotten to know some of their story, and I think it's awesome that these people are working hard for their education. If anything, they inspire me more than anything else. So I think that's been, who have different backgrounds, different stories. Like, I'm always interested to know someone's story. Can you please stop? I'm trying to film. Anyways, I just love meeting people and learning where they came from, what their background is. So yeah, a lot of people, another downside to going to a community college is a lot of the people there are already in cliques. Like I said, it's definitely not the same as it was in high school, definitely not as bad, but just like people who already know each other and they're just in a clique, I guess. Like, it's very hard to find people who are like me, just by themselves trying to figure out what the heck they're doing with their lives. So I say that's another drawback to going to a community college. My plan is to transfer when I'm a junior and hopefully finish out my master's degree. But I'm not like holding myself to that. A lot of things could change in the next few years. I am not really sure what I want to do with my life yet, but yeah, honestly, like, I've been very lonely this semester. It's been a transition, definitely. I wanted to include this just as I was like, why not? Like I said, there's two paths people can go down. They either go down this way or they go the wrong way. So, do I go to parties? Just don't. Like I said, I don't. I only try to associate with the right people. And man, I don't even, like, I have this on my outline, but I don't even know how I'm going to discuss this. But I've never been to a party. I never did in high school. I haven't so far in college. It's not that the temptation hasn't been there, or that I've never been invited to one, because there has definitely been opportunities for me to go to a party, but I just have never. I feel like the reason why is I've worked so freaking hard to build up a good reputation for myself. Like, I just have so much that I don't want to lose. I want to be someone that is inspiring and gives off good vibes, and I don't, there has been times in my life where I was so close to just saying screw it to all of that, and going down that wrong path. But I am glad that I didn't make those choices, and that I am here today. I don't have any plans to ever do any of that stuff. I definitely know people who have done it, and I've seen it ruin their lives, and it's not worth it to me. I don't want that. Like I said, I have so much to lose, and it's not worth it to me, honestly. If you want to go out and drink every night, then you go right ahead, but I will be at home working on my homework for next week. Thank you very much. I've never had a drink in my life. I don't plan to until I'm 21. Can't say what happens after that, but that's my plan for now. And like I said, it's not because I've never had the opportunity. I'm in college. I'm trying to get through college and get good grades, and that's more important to me than the social factor. So, hopefully this wasn't too rambly. I've only been filming for 30 minutes, so we'll see how long this video ends up to be, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any other questions for me regarding college-related things, leave them down below in the comments. Obviously, like this video if you enjoyed it. Like it if you're in college and you're experiencing the same things. If you're not subscribed already, make sure you are subscribed for more content. Also, make sure you're following me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook if you're not already. And I will see you guys in my next video.